Ortega. Adam, thank you so much. After listening to Adam's speech, I'm not sure that I'm the guy that needs to be mayor. I may be voting for that guy. Thank you so much. Before I get started, I do want to thank my parents, Roberto and Sylvia. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you. My sister Michelle, when Michelle and I were growing up, we fought a lot, so it got me prepared for the city council meetings. Thank you. I don't know where you're at, but thank you for being here. And of course, my beautiful wife, Elizabeth, who's been extremely supportive. Elizabeth, thank you for being here. Thank you for your love and support. And her father, Nelson, is visiting us from Buda, Texas. Nelson, thank you so much for being here. And thank all of you for being here. I think many of us will agree when we woke up this morning, the air smelled just a little bit sweeter in El Paso. And there were a number of reasons for that. My good friend Beto O'Rourke, Beto, our next congressman. Super excited about you and what you're going to do for El Paso. You talk about someone who is super intelligent, super ethical, has very high ambitions for this community. That's Beto, and I'm really proud that you're going to be our next congressman. Beto, thank you for all you do. You know, what was really exciting about last night was the turnout in the community and what the community said. And I think the naysayers were very loud, but that's all they were. They weren't strong. The community said, we want to continue with the progress that we are seeing. And they didn't just say it, they mandated. You're talking about 2/3 of this community, when you do the average, saying we support the direction that this city is going in, a direction that says El Paso deserves greatness. And I think we're all here today because we're vested in El Paso and we believe in that message. And unfortunately, we haven't always believed that as a city. I remember in high school, back in the 1990s. I think it's fair to say that we were satisfied being an also-ran city. The bar wasn't set very high. We were okay with our downtown being decrepit. We were okay with mediocrity. And quite frankly, that was something that I despised. And when I was done with schooling, I said, I'm going to come back and I want to try to make a difference. And the way that I decided to do so was public service. And I was very lucky to get into office at about the same time as people like Susie Bird. Susie, where are you? People like Ann Morgan Lilly. Ann, where are you? People like Bethel. And people like Mayor Cook, quite frankly, who has really done a great job in not being a leader who licks his fingers, sticks up to the wind, and follows that direction. He says, we're going to do what's right because it's good for El Paso and we'll deal with the outfall. And that was really a great group to get in with. And we've inherited, after the last series of elections, great leaders like Michael No. Michael, thank you for all that you do. Great leaders like Courtney Nyland, who's been a super strong person on the council. And we've had to make tough decisions over the years. I think many of you will remember 2006, the downtown plan. A lot of controversy, a lot of naysayers, and the community rallied up and said, we are going to have a first-class and worthy downtown. That is now happening. Where's Octavio? Octavio Gomez at the corner here. You talk about someone who said, I believe in what city government is doing in downtown, and I am going to be a true businessman. I'm going to take a risk, a calculated risk, and it paid off. This place that we're at right now, 1914, really got the Union Plaza going again. He's now expanded to the Garden, to Crave, to a residential project. Octavio, I'm here because of people like you. And government doesn't do it alone. Government doesn't do it alone, but hopefully it sets the stage to work with members of the business community and be successful. I'm here for people like Sal Muniz, and Beto knows Sal. Sal was a Segundo Barrio resident in 2006. There was a lot of misinformation being spread about homes being torn down, apartments being torn down. And Sal got up at a city council meeting in front of his peers, and they were cheering him, they were calling him names. He said, you know what, we are for the downtown revitalization. I believe in El Paso, and I want to have a better community for my family. And so Sal can't be here tonight, but that's why I'm here. For people like for people like Sal. Where's Ted Houghton? Ted Houghton, right here. Jose will tell you, my good friend Jose Rodriguez will tell you that back in the mid-90s, Jose was part of a team that sued TxDOT because El Paso was receiving funding on par with cities like Texarkana. Well, you fast forward 15 years, and with Ted's leadership, now cities like San Antonio are saying, El Paso's getting too much money. That is the type of change that you're seeing in El Paso. And it's just a very exciting time to be here in the community. People have asked me, Steve, why you're running. And many of you who know me well, Veronica will testify, I was very ambivalent about this run. But the momentum and the direction that this community is going in makes it very easy when I decided that I was going to make the run for mayor. I believe in El Paso. I know you're here because you believe in El Paso. And I think it's fair to objectively say we are on the verge of greatness. And that greatness, is something that the community deserved. We've tried the other way. We've tried the quest for mediocrity. We've tried being an also-ran. We weren't happy with it. Now we're trying another direction, and that's why I'm running to be your next mayor. I would love to have your support. I think the community knows that we're headed in the right direction, and now I want to officially announce that I, Steve Ortega, am going to officially announce my candidacy to be the next mayor of the city of El Paso. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to have an administration that's not afraid to make tough decisions. And I'll tell you what, we can go back to the stormwater decision in 2007. Naysayers were saying the same thing. Don't vote for it. You can't have a city if you don't have infrastructure. We voted for it. Tough decision. The domestic partnership issue. It was very easy to go like that. But we had the leadership to say, if you're an El Pasoan, it doesn't matter if you're gay, it doesn't matter if you're straight, you're going to have equal rights in this community. And yesterday, it wasn't the city council that said anything, it was the community that said, we want greatness. And we're going to come out overwhelmingly to support the bond elections because we believe in El Paso. And that's why I'm running for the mayor at this time. I believe in El Paso too. I want to work with you to make sure this community is the best that it can be. And I look forward to the next 4 years of renaissance in El Paso. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support. I look forward to working with you. Thank you.